Okay, so we are going to be eating only budget foods for 24 hours. Now, what I mean by budget food, maybe that's not the right term for it. I'm talking half off food, reduced, sales, that kind of thing. Because grocery prices, my dudes, insane. And you know, we're a big family, we're a family of 7, so that's a lot of mouths to feed. And I know even for smaller families, like groceries are just crazy these days. And it seems to be affecting everyone everywhere, and we're very fortunate to, you know, have food. And I was just thinking, like, there's one grocery store that has a reduced section, and I'm like, all grocery stores, first of all, should have that. And we get stuff there all the time because it's like still good stuff, but it's like about to go off. So like we could get a big bag of bell peppers, like 99 cents. We chop them up, we freeze them, we got bell peppers for like ever. Or half off bread that's like, you know, you throw it in the freezer, you toast it, it's perfect. You know, it's things that are like still good, just not like new and fresh and whatever, but still very usable. And it got me thinking, like, what if I tried to just like eat only from that section for a day and see, you know, what they have to offer, what's going on. And you can make really delicious food from anything if you just get a little creative and you try hard enough. So I went to the grocery store this morning and we got a little array of things. We also gotta talk about how beautiful it is out today. The sun is shining. The birds, they're chirping. Okay, so we've got a half off onion focaccia. That's a $2 focaccia right there. That's incredible. We've got a bag of oranges, $1.99. Pretty cute. We've got 2 little bags of potato down. Little potatoes. Little potato guys. And we've got a bag of limes. Now, that is so good. It's so good. You can always use limes. Lemons. We've got, oh, just got myself in the eye a little bit there. We've got 3 apples. Adorable. Big bag of carrots. Now, we went the other day, like a couple days ago, and I also got a few things. Like we got some Brussels sprouts. We also got a huge, we've already used a bunch of them, thing of bananas, like a bag of bananas for like $2. I feel like we need to make a banana bread. Got another half off bread. And these Brussels sprouts, which we have been steadily making our way through. Because it was a big bag of Brussels. Oh my god, they're falling everywhere. I think there might be a couple more things too, but this is all I can find. $1 for iceberg lettuce. It was reduced. It's almost done though. It's just close to the end. So, this is our big old haul. I honestly felt like I was on Chopped while I was doing it while I was shopping, because I was looking at all like the racks and I was like, oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, like trying to put together some sort of recipes in my head of like things we could make. I was hoping, I don't know what I was hoping for, but I was actually kind of in the mood for like a Greek salad today, like some tomato, cucumber, but there's no tomatoes or cucumbers, and usually they have tomatoes. Sometimes they have cucumbers. But this is good because we're gonna be creative. We're gonna really figure it all out. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my very best to only use the things here. But, you know, if we have to use something like a little something else to make it an actual meal, I think that's okay. And like spices and stuff don't count either, because obviously we gotta flavor it up. Also, we got a frickin' espresso machine. Look at this. Finally, I've always wanted one of these little, like, steamer frother things. We got this at the thrift store, and it's in, like, mint condition. Like, honestly, too good of condition that it's kind of like I cleaned it and it was not even dirty. And it's so cute. I watched, like, it's from 1998, the year I was born. Ooh. And it's like, I watched this old vintage, like, because it's a Starbucks brand, Starbucks, like, commercial, like, explaining how to use it and how to clean it. And it's like, such humble times, the 90s. This is the plan. I think for breakfast, we're going to do some bread. And I'm gonna make a little, like, single serving, small serving of apple butter with one of the apples for my toast. And then maybe we'll have some, like, oranges. And then for lunch, I'm thinking possibly a Brussels sprout salad with croutons made from either this bread or the focaccia bread. And then a carrot potato soup with the focaccia for dinner. And then a banana bread for dessert. That's the plan. We'll see if it all pans out that way. So this is a Cosmic Crisp apple. I don't know if I've ever, they're huge. Like, that's a big boy. It's a big apple. If only we were in the Big Apple. I hope it's gonna cook down because there's definitely apples that cook down well and apples that don't cook down so well. All right, let's give it a try. That's honestly delicious. Like a firm apple, but it's really juicy. I feel like I wanted a little bit of apple butter. But one of these apples is so huge. I feel like it's gonna make a lot. It's like the pot is full. All right, so I've added some cinnamon, a little bit of allspice, and we're just gonna add a little bit of sugar. So we've also got all of these oranges now. They're totally like, again, there's one that's like quite squishy, but those are totally fine. But I'm not a big just like eat an orange gal. They're a bit like fibrous for me, like, you know, the little membrane of the orange. It's like I always like choke on it. I don't know why, but I do. We're eating one because we got them. Okay, so I kind of went a little bit crazy and I decided to make the banana bread right now because I was waiting for the apple butter anyways. I was like, I may as well take advantage of this nice light. I filmed a little TikTok about it, you know. So here we are, almost one banana bread richer. And this banana bread recipe, let me tell you, I've gotten so many compliments on it. Like literally everyone who tastes this banana bread is like, this is sensational. And I say, I know. It's soft. It's fluffy, it's moist, it's also chocolate chips. Chocolate chips are the secret. So we've got both of our finished banana breads. This one's got walnuts and this one's just plain chocolate chip. And I know it's a little bit of a cheat obviously because we use flour, baking powder, all this stuff, chocolate chips. To be fair, I did get the flour on sale I think last time I went shopping, but I know that one's a little bit of a cheat, but the bananas needed to be used. And I did get those on sale, so it almost works. It kind of does. We've just got to blend up our apple butter. We got our apple butter on our toast. It smells so good. It looks so good. I'm very excited. Honestly, that's probably better than the apple butter that I made like at the end of fall. The tartness of it, like these apples were really tart, but like in a really good way. It's delicious. Like it's a little punchy, which is nice. Cosmic apples right down. That's a good apple. Okay, so I'm prepping for lunch. We've got our chopped up bread, stale bread, and we are going to, sorry, he's making a coffee. And we're just gonna toss some olive oil, salt, pepper, a bunch of stuff on it, and make our little croutons. Okay, guess who went out and got tofu on sale? This girl, because I was like, today's meals are lacking in some protein, so we had to right that wrong. And I think I'm gonna make like a Caesar salad type situation with the Brussels sprouts and the lettuce, and then we'll do some little like tofu chicken on top. Bandit, I don't know what he sees or hears, but he hears something. So I'm just gonna marinate my tofu and a little bit of vegetable stock and then some other seasonings, and it is so good every time. All right, I'm gonna wash everything and give it a good chop. Brussels sprouts are honestly so good. When you get those like little salad mixes, they're so good when they have like chopped up. Honestly, anything's good when it's micro chopped. If you chop something small, some cabbage in a salad mix, oh, delicious. Okay, so I got these two yogurts. It was like a two for one, and this one has been really good as a base for like salad dressings and like sauces because it doesn't have much flavor. Okay, so all right, so there is a lemon in our little lime things.
So we're gonna how far your head goes back.
It's a little worse for wear, but
are you doing it? Clasp your hands together.
You literally almost
give it a good head all the way around.
All right, we got our little sauce. So I cooked the tofu and then I put some buffalo sauce on top too. So we got a kale buffalo, kale. I meant a Caesar buffalo situation with the Brussels, some of the homemade croutons. It's gonna be good, I can tell. I just realized I started eating the salad and then I said nothing about it. I just got way too into it. Delicious. Croutons, 10. Buffalo chicken, 10. Brussels sprout Caesar, 10. I have an unhealthy obsession with Caesar salads. They're so good. I could like honestly eat one every day of my life. I'm very excited to do the soup for dinner. Oh, with the onion focaccia. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm just about to go out and run a couple errands, and I wanted to try just a little bit of the banana bread because it looked too good not to. And then I'm also just gonna take one of my last, I'm very sad, I'm very close to being done my little magic minds, and I forgot to take it this morning. You're supposed to take it with breakfast, but it was hectic trying to go out, get all the stuff done. But I feel like they really give me a little bit of like a boost. So I'm going out to run errands, and you know your girl could use a little boost. It's crispy on the outside, soft, and like decadent on the inside. All right, last but not least, we've got dinner. So we got our carrots, which definitely look a little, yeah, worse for wear. But I'm sure they're still gonna be delicious. We've got our little focaccia, which I'm just gonna heat up in the oven. I'm gonna leave it like half chunky and then like blend the other half so that it's like a creamy, chunky little soup situation. These potatoes look pretty good, honestly. The bag has a hole in it though. So they've been folding it everywhere all day, like in the store. 2 of them fell out onto the ground. It's a little bit embarrassing to drop your potatoes everywhere. And also, one thing that I have a problem with in the reduce section or anything is it's always bagged. I try and buy all my produce, all my anything in the least amount of packaging possible, but everything in the reduce section is always like, obviously this bread is always in plastic, like that's just how they sell the bread, but like the carrots, the potato, like all these things that you could probably buy without the plastic are in plastic because it's reduced. And I don't know, does it weigh out even of like, you know, not going into landfill plastic usage? We can't recycle plastic where I live, but still I prefer to avoid it. All right, I've got everything in the pot and I'm just pouring in the water. I was snacking on some more banana bread but also I'm very hungry, so I'm very excited for this soup. Here is our onion focaccia that smells, oh, it smells so good. Oh my god, look at the onions and the olive oil, and I love her. So right before the soup's ready, I will pop it into the oven at like, I want to say like 250, maybe 300. I don't want it to like cook or anything, but I obviously wanted to heat all the way through and then maybe get like a little crispy on top. All right, so we just blend it a little bit and we pour it back in. All right, so the soup is looking fine. And then our focaccia also, listen to that. Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna give this soup a go. It's a very nice color. Very hot. Soup is always so hot. We're gonna zip a little bit. I mean, obviously, I mean, fresh homemade anything is always better. Or it's pretty damn good. Especially because it cost me $2. I'm zero effort. It's got really good ingredients to it too. Like it's so like, no, it's like locally made with good stuff in it. So very hot. All right, third piece of banana bread today.
Banana bread.
That's good banana bread, eh? Very good banana bread. Very, very good. So it's pretty impressive. I know you didn't eat all the meals today, but it was like $13 worth of food. Like even $13 for like a dinner.
That's
pretty,
a steal.
That's a steal. Pretty, and we still have a bunch of leftovers of like limes, oranges, apple. Like, you know, it wasn't even like it was all consumed in a day. That's pretty incredible. And I feel like I want to almost like do a week challenge of this, like do it for a week and see how sustainable that would be. I honestly thought she was like lying to me when she's like $13. I'm like, what? I literally said what? No joke.
Okay, but that's more of a you issue because if you're buying 5 things that are $2, what do you expect it to be?
I don't know. I just didn't think it was
$10.
How could it be?
What?
Let me know if you like this video and if you want to see maybe
No.
a week's worth of this.